What would you name the ranch rat? Um, I've told my chat a long time ago that I don't want to get another dog unless it's for utility. Like I would get a livestock guardian dog. I would get like a dog for protection. I would get a cattle dog if I was doing that. I would get a hunting dog, a bird dog if I was more into falconry. But I didn't want to just get a pet dog again. The only reason I would consider a pet dog again is if it was a chihuahua, because I just think they're hilarious. And I want to get more land, and I want to live on my own land, and I want a ranch rat. So that's the context. What would you name the ranch rat? Saucy. That is so cute. You call him Saucy, and he runs around. You give him little nicknames. You're like, "Get a little barbecue sauce. You go." Little queso man. Ketchup boy. That is so funny. That is so funny. What is a ranch rat? A chihuahua that lives on the land. Will you release a song? No. No. I don't have the bandwidth or the passion to record a song, especially not an original. I've said this before. Thank you for the tier 2 Smooth Devil. I only songwrite when I'm like depressed, like when I'm like messed up or when something really traumatic happens. So I never even want to share those. There's so many songs that I've written that I've never done on stream and will never do on stream because they're just like so sad and like bad, or whatever. But yeah, I could never just like release those. That would be crazy. I'm not very fast. I will admit. I really don't think I'm very fast. I have no idea how fast I can run. I have gotten significantly less fast since like 6th grade. I've just like, and maybe that's probably all of us, but I was so fast in 6th grade, and then I was really fast my freshman year too when I was playing soccer. Like I was one of the fastest girls on the team, and then by the time it was my senior year, I was not one of the fastest girls on the team. And now, yeah, I'm just not fast. I don't know. I think it's just because I like, I don't know. I am super active, but I just need more leg muscle. Alita, thank you for the 3 months. Oh, that's a great question. That is a fantastic question. Would I rather have an NFT son or an astrology daughter? I would rather have... Man, I really don't want either. But do I want a kid that's stupid or a kid that's immoral? I would rather have an astrology daughter. Because I thought about it a little more and I was like, they're both kind of stupid. And one of them's stupid and there are things that I don't like with it. And the astrology one is just like, oh, maybe she's just a hippie, you know? I feel like people, like, the girls that I know that really love astrology, I have, like, some of my best friends love astrology. They're super into it. Are, like, some of the warmest, nicest people that I know. You know, they really just have, like, a belief that there's so much more to the world and that we're all, like, connected and whatever. And it makes them really warm people. That's okay. And it's not hurting anyone. It's pretty silly, you know, but like, and it makes it hard for me to respect their intelligence sometimes, but they're some of the nicest people ever. So I don't think that it's particularly bad. It's okay. I've talked about this before. Like, yes, but no, dude, when I was trying to figure out how to use Prezzo's wig, I put it on myself because I thought it was a clip-in, so I thought I was going to have to figure out how to clip it on him. And I miss having long hair so much. Like, I love having long hair. It makes such a difference for me. But my hair's been growing. It's also like, am I really going to do it now? Can you believe I shaved my whole head and never bought a wig? I never did. I just let it ride for like a year and a half or however, whatever. And so I feel like I might as well just keep letting it ride. Like I don't know. But hair extensions, here's the thing about hair extensions is one, you always have to style them. Like you have to blow dry them. You can't let them air dry. Two, it's like $400 for the installation itself, like for them to put them in, because they have to tie in each hair extension to your own hair. And then it's like $700 for the extensions, like for the actual hair. So you buy $700 worth of the hair, and then every 6 weeks you have to go in and pay another $400 to get them moved up. So every 6 weeks it's an additional $400 in addition to the $700 that you're spending on the hair itself, which is just not, I mean, that's just so much money, and I can't justify that for having longer hair. When I work, I'm at Alveus every day, and I have to put it up every day anyway. You know, like how often do I actually style my hair? Like once a month for a photo shoot? I don't think that that's worth. Would you ever go back to school? No. No. I used to think that I wanted to get a PhD. Everybody that I've ever met, I've talked to lots of PhD students, especially more PhD students since I started streaming than my entire life combined, right? Because of the conservation cast. They're all miserable. They all are just like, and it's what they want to do, so it's important, you know, and they're doing important work, but oh my God, do they work and like hate their advisors, and just, it's just a lot. My sister's going back to grad school, in respect, but it would be such a waste for me at this point in my life to spend a bunch of time on school to get another degree. I just don't need a degree. I don't need a degree at all. I have a BS, so I don't need it for what I'm doing now. I'm glad I have it, but that's more for myself than anything. I don't need school. I don't need more school. I don't need to pay. You know, I live in America. I don't need to drop 70 grand on another degree. I'm good. If you didn't have Alveus, would you move to LA? Great question. Also great. Would it be LA? Abso-freaking-lutely not. I hate LA. I think about this a lot. SF? No. Oh my God, no. Why would you think I would move to SF? I don't like the city. When I say I'm from the Bay, I think, yeah, people think SF. I'm not from SF. If I hadn't bought the land and didn't start Alveus in Texas, I would have moved back to California in September, I think. But not LA. I think I would have moved back closer to my family, because all of my family's still in California. However, I could not have Alveus in California. It's too expensive. And so from that perspective, it is a very good thing that I bought the land before the breakup, because otherwise Alveus would not exist. So I'm happy in Texas for that reason. And like, I'm in Texas now because it's the only place I can have Alveus, you know, and it's a great place to be because people come through Austin all the time, and we're all, you know, everybody's here. Like, if I moved back to California close to my family, I wouldn't be hanging out with Prezzo and Connor and Stonepaw last night, you know, like, it's just like, and I wouldn't be going to parties and hanging out with people. I would be pretty isolated, so it probably wouldn't be good for me. A lot of people keep saying capybara. Capybaras are cool. They don't have a particularly good conservation story that I know of. And I was close to getting a capybara for Alveus kind of recently. And then one of the capybaras at the facility that I was going to get one from sent a keeper to the zoo because he just shredded her leg. We forget that they're rodents, and I've never had a problem with a capybara in my life. I've never had one try to bite me. It's always been super positive, but one of the ones at the zoo just shredded all the meat off of her calf, sent her to the hospital. I don't know what I said. Sent a keeper to the hospital, not to the zoo. You just destroyed her leg, and so then I was like, yeah, I guess I hadn't really thought about the liability because I've never had a problem with Cappy, but there is some pretty significant liability there, and I don't think that there's a reason to bring that species onto my property if there's not a extremely important conservation message to share, you know? You know what I mean? If there was something really important for education, like, we make it work, but it just doesn't seem worth for something like that. I can't imagine if something like that happened to Kayla or Ella or Connor. Like, I would, yeah. 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 Yeah, I wish I was 5'5". I'd like to be 5'5". I think that'd be a good height. Or 5'6". I think this is going to sound really lame, and you guys might think this is stupid, but I feel like not just in work, but in general, being my size and stature, because I'm just like very small. I don't know how many, there probably aren't very many of you who have met me in person at like TwitchCon or whatever. But I think my entire life you have to go like just a little bit further to make people take you seriously, you know? And then when you do something impressive, you lift something, you like, you know, like get something done, people are more impressed than they should be. And then it's like, what the heck? I genuinely think if I was 5'6" or 5'5" or 5'6", I wouldn't have that. I feel like people would just be like, oh yeah, normal person shit, or normal person stuff, you know? And I really think it would just take a couple inches to never have to experience that in my life.
We got a #1 victory royale, yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. 10 kills on the board right now, just wiped out Tomato Town.